I'm sorry. Anything else?
No, this is the last one.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm
really conflicted. I have a lot more stuff to give, but I am not a fan of Donald Trump. So his signs are a problem for me. So I'm going to have to think about it. Okay. Thanks.
Boy. The times that we are living in, man.
My last question for you is in regards to community trends. Marnie Washington had alleged that that was what was put into a system that would mitigate these interactions if they felt that it was dangerous. In these communities, a lot of them were conservative and Trump supporters, that they felt that FEMA had created an environment that had stated that those people had made them feel uncomfortable, and that was the reasoning for them passing over these homes. What can you tell me about community trends in regards to this allegation that you made?
Our disaster survivor assistance teams, part of what they do is go out into the community to understand what the impacts are and to understand what the survivor needs are. This is often called community trends, but things that we are looking at are impacts to access, roads that are out, water infrastructure, needs of the community, like many places around South Carolina required oxygen bottles.
If I can just interrupt you real quick, how many people have been impacted by avoidance and de-escalation? Do you have a number for that just nationally, or is there a database for that?
I can tell you that for this particular incident, at the direction of our employee, 20 homes were skipped.
I mean, wow. Did y'all just hear that? More than one, it does it for me. More than one does it for me. People's lives have been devastated, man. But again, stuff like this really, it tears me down to a point, man. But this is what happens when you have the media, Democrats, labeling us fascist, Nazis, racist, threat to democracy, Hitler. The bias reporting, the fake news. This is what happens. And this is why a lot of people are so deranged, and they will never get that hatred out their hearts. It kills me that we can't love one another, man. You know, I hate covering all this entire election. I hated covering a lot of this crap, man. Hearing people live on air say the things that they said, all the race baiting, the race hustling, you know, all the bias reporting when they played these clips live on air when this, and then said that he said this and spent it around when he actually said this. But I told you, they wiped that Trump and Vance ticket administration through the mud. They're going to continue to wipe him through the mud. I think that it won't, you know, and that's one reason why they are in big trouble. They are in big trouble. They lied to the people, and that's why we spoke loud and clear. But stuff like this hurts, man, because there's people's lives have been devastated, man, and I want to send my love and prayers out, man, to the ones that are still affected by these disasters. And again, I got them same Trump signs out in my front yard, loud and proud.
I'm sorry. Anything else?
No, this is the last one.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm really conflicted. I have a lot more stuff to give, but I am not a fan of Donald Trump. So
I'm really conflicted. I have a lot of more stuff to give, but I am not a fan of Donald Trump. What does somebody's politics and beliefs have to do? You know, like what? This is what kills me with people, man. And again, I had to say, I didn't have the same situation, but we had a guy come in and get an estimate for the house, and he seen the Trump signs, and we got into a full-blown debate. I wouldn't say argument, but debate outside. And then we laughed it out, hugged one another. He gave me a hug. I also let him sit on my motorcycles. He said, man, I would love that motorcycle. He said, can I? I said, yeah, sit on it. Sit on it. You can sit on it. And he told me why he's not a Trump supporter. Why he was most likely, why he's voting for Kamala Harris. I told him why I'm voting for Trump. And then, we said this and that. He said, I think she's going to landslide Trump. I said, Trump's going to landslide her. And I said, just look at everything that is taking place. Look at everything that's going on. People are sick and tired. Look at the fake news. Look at the corrupt media. And what they're doing right now isn't helping her. What she's doing right now isn't helping herself. What do you think about those celebrities? And really, this was a couple days before the election, you guys. And for some of the things that I was telling him, he couldn't even have a good answer for. But I said, hey, man, it's okay. I still love you. He said, I still love you too, brother. And I'm wishing the best for you and your family. No matter how this thing plays out, no matter what happens on November 5th, man. And I got the estimate and we went on about our day. We hugged it out, shook hands, and kept it pushing. And I actually made that guy's day. And he might be thinking differently now. Like, man, that Trump supporter let me sit on his motorcycle. He was so nice to me. Yeah. And I told him, I said, more blacks, everybody is going out for Trump. It was a older white guy, probably in his 50s, 60s. He was a nice guy, man. But he honestly said, man, I can't believe you're a Trump supporter. But, I can understand it, but I just can't believe it. And I told him why. And he told me why why he's a liberal. And he even told me I'm a full-blown liberal. I'm going to die a liberal, But the reason I love to make videos like this, you guys, because I've seen how people it's taken a toll on a lot of people this year. This election exposed a lot, and I thank God that it did. This election exposed so much, man. It exposed the foolishness, the fakes, the frauds, the hatred. It brought a lot out of people, man, that needed to come out. And I tell you, man, if you're discouraged, if you're sad, if you're down right now, pick your head back up. Keep going. It's okay that they're gone. It's okay that you got blocked, your contact list. It's okay that they don't want to speak to you anymore. It's okay that they unfriended you. It's okay. Stay strong. I'm going through the same thing y'all going through. And that's why I'm here for anybody that's going through. And I want to love on you. I want to be here for you. You're invited. And there's millions of more people going through the exact same thing that you're going through. And I don't want y'all to forget that, man. I do not want you guys to forget that. Simply because you think that it was that you want a better border, you want a border, you want a, economy. You don't agree with this and disagree with you don't agree with this and that. That you want common sense things that you didn't see take place these last 4 years. You're sick of all the wokeness. Just the little things, man. But like I told y'all, the border and the economy was the biggest ones. And that's what they failed at. And the only thing I got from that Kamala Harris campaign was abortion. Sadly. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. Couldn't complete a sentence, word salads, word spaghettis. What the hell is she talking about? So I honestly feel like if you were a Trumper this year, a new Trumper especially, you actually look pretty good. You supported a badass. A convicted felon has won. And this is why I tell you guys, I wear my merch, my hats proudly out in the public. And I get a lot of love. Even though I'm in Houston, Texas, I get a lot of love for it, you know. I've met some amazing people. Some people that even watch my channel to this day. I've come in contact with some amazing people, man. And I've had amazing conversations even with people that hate Trump, that were never Trumpers, anti-Trumpers. And that's the best part about it. That we can still come together and love one another, man. And that's how it should be. But things like this is what happens, you know, and they're still trying to normalize live on air, on shows like The Spew, The View, The Spew, in other places, that it's okay to cut off your family members and loved ones. That it's okay to not be friends. It's okay to, you know, hate one another. They have so much hatred, and I don't see how people can sit up and listen to them. And this is why their ratings are tanking. They are full of hatred. They're disgusting. They're fake news, propaganda, BS crap. And that's why they're in trouble. Boy, oh boy, check this out.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Administrator Criswell, is Miss Washington lying to us?
Miss Washington has...
She said it's common practice. You said it's reprehensible and isolated. Both statements can't be true. So someone's not giving us the facts. And I'm kind of trying to figure out who's not telling the truth.
The actions that...
It's always someone not giving us the facts. A lot of people need to be held accountable, man. A lot of people need to be fired, man. Fired.
Miss Washington took were unacceptable.
Well, you had another employee. Now, they remain anonymous, but I think one of my colleagues pointed this out earlier. A FEMA official who spoke on condition of anonymity said Miss Washington likely received, quote, very clear guidance from her supervisors. Is that person lying too?
I have not received any evidence outside of the screenshot that Miss Washington directed.
So those
her
two
team.
people are wrong. They're not telling the truth to us.
We are currently investigating this
But that's
issue
not what you
and
said.
bringing
You
in
said
the
this is
IG.
isolated, reprehensible, hasn't happened. This is the only time. And they're saying, nope, 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 it's commonplace.
I am saying that FEMA's mission is to help all people.
Well, let's look at
before,
maybe
during,
the
and
best
after
evidence we have
disasters.
is the actual screenshot. Can you put the screenshot up on the screen? Let's look at what the text message said. The text message said, implement
Disgusting.
best practices. Like, this is the best practice.
Take a look at that, y'all. Best practices. Avoid homes advertising Trump. Man. And this is why I'm one of those ones that my Trump sign is out right now in my yard, loud and proud. Loud and proud. This is disgusting, sick, a disgrace. They should be ashamed of themselves, man. I honestly. And again, it's a lot of people and it's a lot of people that haven't gotten caught yet, but they need to be fired, terminated. People that shouldn't even be in these positions, man. And even this lady. I mean, it's just
Practices, we're going to implement them. And they talk about making sure you're going in pairs or with more than one person, avoid the Trump homes, drink your water, take your towel, coconut waters. So stay hydrated, walk with someone else, and don't go to the Trump homes. It seems pretty common and matter of fact in the actual evidence we do have, the text message itself. But you're still saying Miss Washington and this other person aren't telling the truth.
When I received this text message, it was not in accordance with the way we conduct business at FEMA, and I directed
Even though it said best
termination.
practices, even though it said stay hydrated, which everyone would agree with, even though it said go in pairs, which everyone would agree with, even though it said bring a towel, make sure you're covered. I mean, it said coconut water is the best way to stay, even though it said all those practical things, the part about avoiding the Trump homes, that's not a best practice, that's not commonplace. Is that what you're saying?
That is nowhere in our policy, and I can't speak to
I'm
the
not saying it's in your
motivations
policy.
behind what Ms. Washington did.
But it was, okay, now and her supervisor, this Mr. Hershey, have you talked to him and to find out if he knew this was happening?
I understand that he was in her chain of command, and this is under investigation.
Have you talked to there's 13 people on this text message. Have you talked to all 13 of those individuals?
This incident is under investigation.
That's not what I asked you. I
Office-
know it's under investigation, and we know how investigations
You just
work
can't
when
make
it's
this
done
up, man.
inside the agency. It takes forever. I'm asking, did you talk to the 13 people on this best practices text message?
The Office of Professional Responsibility has taken this, and they are following appropriate protocol to investigate.
Is the Inspector General looking at it as well?
And I have asked the Inspector General to take a look at this. I
Any
welcome
idea
their
any idea
review.
when they're going to talk to these 13 people since you have it? Have you talked to, how about you personally? Have you talked to any of these 13 people?
I have not talked to them
You have not talked to
personally.
any
I
of them?
have an entire team that focuses on this investigation, and that's what they're doing.
Seems to me it's part of a mindset that's in government. And this is the scary part, because I think it's broader. And you don't have to take my word. Take it what people have said. I mean, this reminds me, we've talked about this many times, but I can think of, well, actually the same person, let's go back to that. The same person who said that this likely received very clear guidance, this other FEMA official, also said this: I've heard from other entities who are serving in North Carolina that there was clear guidance to be mindful, quote, of the types of people who are in Western North Carolina. That's pretty derogatory stuff there, isn't it?
I have not seen it.
But you know what it sounds like? It sounds like Peter Strzok. Peter Strzok, when he said, oh, I just went into Walmart, I can smell the Trump supporters. Sounds like Joe Biden when he said, oh, the garbage I see is the Trump supporters out there. Sounds like the guys the Democrats had, the professor the Democrats had testify back in 2019 in the impeachment. Conservatives, especially very conservative people, tend to spread out, perhaps because they don't even want to be around themselves. This disdain, this mindset that's in the government where everyone's deplorable, everyone's garbage, everyone is, smelly people at Walmart, and be mindful of those people in Western North Carolina. That's what it sounds like. And again, the best evidence is the text message we have, which reinforces that mindset that we have seen from so many people in our government.
The actions directed by Ms. Washington are unacceptable. And when I received this text message, I directed her termination.
Do you have any idea who this other official is?
I do not, and if you have that information, Congressman, please share it.
I don't have it. You're the one who's got it. You're the one who hasn't talked to the 13 people on the text message.
It has not been raised to me.
But again, sorry I probably talk so much in this video, y'all. This, things like this really irk me, as y'all know, man. Because I just care so much for people, man. And especially in times like this, and what we've seen take place with these hurricanes and this, just a complete disaster, man. And seeing how they handle it. $750, and just seeing how the Democrats have handled everything, man. How and what they've labeled us and how the media went about things, man. And while we're at where we're at now, it's just it's sick. It's a honest a disgrace, man. And again, it's a lot of people need to be held accountable. A lot of people need to be fired, be removed. A lot of people that shouldn't be in any position at all. And I'm glad that we won the way we did, man. And I get to breathe and smile and laugh and rejoice and jump up and down. Where them liberals at now? How they feeling now? They crying now, shaving off their heads, screaming, hollering. Y'all about to figure out what's really going on, man. Get that hatred out your heart. We got to come together, man. We got to unite, for real. We really do, man. The hell with a politician. We got to come together, man. And this is one reason why we are actually so in love with Trump. Because of his process. Because he isn't a politician. We covered all these shams this year. We covered, what was it? A banana republic? Banana peels all out on the floor? Kangaroos jumping everywhere? I walk outside, there's kangaroos. I ain't never seen nothing like this, man. America isn't America. People making life decisions inside grocery stores, people struggling, people dying, have died. Lives have been devastated. But they did this over here. They just sent money over here. They didn't. Look what the Pentagon report. Look what they reported back. People want their money back, man. I'm telling you, we want our tax dollars back. We do, man. And salute to them hardworking patriots around the world, man. That is sick and tired of this corrupt system. I call it the corrupt scam matrix. Tax about 15, 20 times. Unbelievable. And look where it's all going to. And then what kills me is how they lied. And they come up and say, oh, well, this no, they did this no. But it's on the website. Y'all said it live on air. So again, this is why a lot of people seen what took place. And this is why a lot of people had a change of heart this year. Why a lot of people came out. People that usually don't vote. People that are never Trumpers, anti-Trumpers. But said, you know what, I think Trump's just a better candidate. You know, people that don't even care for politics and just say, you know what, wait a minute. I just don't like this, and that. I didn't like the last 4 years and didn't like this, and that. I think I'm going out and vote. Yeah. A lot of that took place this year, as you seen. But let me know what y'all think of all this, man. Again, one is too many. Again, want to send my love and prayers out to the ones that have been lives have been devastated, people that are still recovering from, you know, these disasters. We want to send love to our first responders. And you know, just knowing everything they have to go through. You know, it's a lot, man. But glad that I got to make a video like this. And again, I want you guys to comment down below. Sorry that I did talk so much, but this is just heavy on my heart, man. I love people. I love, you know, everything about, you know, us coming together and loving one another, man, and just making this place a better place, man. But like I said, a lot of things that are taking place right now and things that are going to take place in the future, you know, it's going to be rough, man. And we'll probably never, ever, you know, move forward. We're going to always take steps back, sadly, you know. But I love you guys. I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life. Bless you all and your families. Happy holidays. Hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving. And I will catch you beautiful people in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.